The goal is to have a group of individuals work together cohesively and have that climate of working together, and to have systems and environments that are going to be very positive, that are going to be very safe, that are going to be very cohesive. But when you're trying to do that at a level where you have one particular program or one particular set of rules or one particular set of guidelines, it's not going to work. Our nation was founded on, and continues to be founded on, individuality and the individual things that we do, the individual traits. Some of us can run faster than others. Some of us have the ability to play an instrument better. Some of us have the ability to articulate themselves better. We all have different needs. We all have different things that we're passionate about, and all have different things that we enjoy or do not enjoy. And I think the beauty of applied behavior analysis is we have the ability to impact at a macro level, at a systematic level across the board, but we do so, our method of doing so is in a manner where we are not looking at a large group as a large group. We are looking at the individuals within that group. And the beauty is we're looking at the individuals within that group and how they can fit in, or everyone can fit in together, because that's a lot of the problems that we have in our schools and in our communities, and is, you know, we hear the impact of bullying, and we hear the impact of social isolation, and we hear the impact of segregation, and people that are not diversified, but who are separating themselves. And instead of asking the questions, well, how can we make it better, let's look at the individuals and figure out, well, what is it that's reinforcing about this particular inappropriate behavior. So we're able to go back to the original beginnings of it, and when we're able to identify and assess with the tools of applied behavior analysis, we're able to get to the roots of these things, instead of sitting together and saying, well, this is a program that you need for all of your males and females, 8th grade through 12th grade, this parish to this parish, this county in the state, it's far north, same with this county in the state, far east or west. It's just, you just can't do that, because this is the issue that we've had over time. We're trying to compartmentalize and put something together for the masses, which is fine and dandy, but you have to do so by looking at individual strengths, weaknesses, differences, function of behavior, reinforcers, and many of the components within applied behavior analysis. And that's the great thing of what we do. All behavior has a function. We do things for a reason: to get someone's attention, to escape something, to communicate something. Just like you hear police officers talk about. The one thing that you know when a detective or a police officer is getting ready to start their investigation is they look for a motive. There's a reason, there's a function. They don't use the word function, but there's a function to a behavior when an individual commits a crime. There's also a function of behavior when we talk, when we look at something, when we interact with something. If we can utilize those principles in identifying what the motivation, use the word function, what the motivation is, and what's reinforcing either an inappropriate or an appropriate behavior, we then have the foundations and the tools necessary to build any program that we want to, instead of building a program and then putting it in reverse, building the program and then trying to figure out whether or not it's going to work or not work. Behavior analysis answers those questions on the front end. We assess it, we figure it out, then we implement our interventions, and that's what makes what we do so successful.